Alright guys, welcome to RC Mojo. This week we'll be doing the first mod to the XR311. We're going to get rid of the huge front bumper. This will involve cutting the stock aluminium plate, so I've got a replacement. They pop up on eBay every so often from people parting out the new kits. To remove the plate we need to take the body off to get at the front nut. There's the front body clip to unclip and the body just lifts up and backwards. The lighting kit does make things slightly awkward, but now we can get to the nut to undo it. Put the screw somewhere safe and we can refit the body, which is easier said than done. It requires a good amount of jiggling to get it all aligned. I think part of the problem is the very long battery leads. The connector always finds a way to get caught up where it shouldn't. Anyway, on the underside we need to remove the plastic plate and its 3 screws, then the 2 remaining screws on the aluminium plate. Since this one's already seen some action, I'll swap the bumper over to the new clean plate and modify the scratched one. There's not much difference, but it seems like a good idea. Okay, first job is to bend the plate so it'll sit just under the scale plastic bumper on the body. Just by eye it looks like it wants to be bent just in front of the lug on the chassis, which just so happens to line up with the mark on the aluminium from the bender Tamiya used during manufacture, which makes it all nice and easy. A nice straight line to follow. To get a nice bend, the bottom of the plate needs to get clamped between some wood in a vise and the front bending up to a nice 90 degrees. It should fit quite nicely, but the front is far too big, so we need to measure the clearance required. First is the gap between the plastic bumper and the chassis lug, which is just over 22 millimeters. Now, because the plate mounts under the lug, we need to know the lug thickness, which is just a little over 2 millimeters. So 22 plus 2 gives us 24 millimeters. And with a little extra bits that should give us a clearance of a millimeter or so between the aluminium and the plastic bumper. Now we can mark up the plate at 24 millimeters from the bottom. And since we know the bottom of the plate is flat, we can use a ruler to get a nice perfect level line for cutting. And a quick pass with a hacksaw gets us a plate that will do the job. We can refit it easy enough. The 2 screws at the back, body off, and the screw at the front. Then the battle with the battery connector to refit the body. And there we go. One giant front bumper removed. But, well, while it will be functional, it doesn't look all that great. And since the truck gets stuck a lot, I really want to fit a shackle. So it's out with the paint, grey primer, and some matte black. A little extra bending of the sides, it will stiffen up and improve the looks a bit, and that's about it. Other than reassembling it again, not forgetting the plastic plate, I think it looks pretty good. A compromise between scale and actual usability. It would be nice to have a bit more of an angle on it, but that would cause problems with the front mounting. At least we can do some scale towing when inevitably it gets stuck. And I think that's going to be about it for this week. Hope you liked the video. If you did, you can of course click the like button, and if you want to know when the next one goes up, you can subscribe too. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.